My name is Skelton. I'm investigating. Me and my girlfriend, Kamiko, were travelling by train over Borough Market when we saw a heart, a human heart, sliding down the glass roof. Of course, we went back to find out what was going on. I'm still trying to find out, and I'm not sure if I'm getting any closer to the mystery of the heart, closer to getting Kamiko back, because she dumped me straight after we got home, right after we found the heart. I've started dating a girl called Anne. She's a medical student at Guy's. Spent her days in anatomy classes, dissecting corpses. And Guy's is where the heart came from. But who threw it from the window of that train? And why? Last night, I thought I'd find out a little more. I did find out a little more. But not about the heart. Not about that heart, anyway. By the time I met Anne outside Archway Station Thursday evening at 6:30, I was full of paranoia. This time her outfit was even closer to that of my fantasy girlfriend. Under her raincoat, she wore a black smock over a white t-shirt, white tights, and flat black camper shoes with a single strap. And her black hair was cut into a sharp Louise Brooks bob. The effect was a little prim, almost schoolgirlish. Although it made her look even younger, I felt a lot more comfortable being with her. They were the kind of clothes I'd often suggested Kamiko wear, to no avail. I kissed her on the cheek, and her scent was delicious. I felt a wave of pleasure. She was with me. Of course, this was immediately followed by a backwash of guilt. Kamiko. How was it getting here? I asked. Oh, fine, she said. The Northern Line was behaving itself for once. I decided I needed to find out where Anne lived. She had been a little mysterious about this, unnecessarily so. It was already clear she would rather tease me than tell me. We went in through the CD shelf shop and downstairs to where the gig would be, a small, dark room with space for a maximum of 60 people. No stage, not as such, just a microphone in front of a few unmatched chairs. There would not be 60 people tonight. This was improv jazz. The thing about improvised music is the breakdown of barriers between performers and audience. So there was no star treatment on my arrival. Instead, I received a few handshakes, hellos, and half nods. I played with the Norwegian percussionist before, but not the other musician, another Londoner. He didn't have an instrument as such. Instead, he made sounds by controlling the output of a number of smart black boxes with buttons and dials on them. As we walked up, he was fiddling with a couple of effects pedals. Compared to this, I am pretty much old school. When improvising rather than doing sessions, I never use anything other than my guitar, a lead, and whatever amp the venue has seen fit to provide. I don't even use a plectrum. My guitar is a 1952 ES 175 Gibson with F-holes and sunburst, but I no longer obsess about those details much. It's understood that if musicians don't want to talk before a performance, you don't talk to them. All three of us were fairly taciturn, and to discuss what we were going to do, improvise, would have been to miss the point completely. Luckily, the organiser had seen fit to provide us with some beer. I gave one of my 2 bottles to Anne. She took this as a signal to go and find somewhere to sit down. I was relieved to see she didn't intend to stare up at me from the front row. Kamiko always used to find somewhere off to one side, and Anne did this too. About 15 minutes later, the gig began. I usually close my eyes while I'm playing. It helps with listening to what the other people in the room are doing, the musicians, the audience. But this time, I snuck a couple of glances at Anne. She looked, I was surprised to see, enraptured. Was this a genuine reaction, or just one designed to please me? I thought it wasn't going badly. We were quiet for most of the first number. The contributions made by the Black Boxes guy were disruptive and deliberately non-musical. This was counterbalanced by an implied but recurring pulse from the percussionist. In the second number, their roles were reversed. The percussionist coaxed some chiming sounds from his cymbals. I replied to these, but not too obviously, I hoped, with some action on the upper part of my fretboard. The third number, as often happened, was more squiggly and energetic. The final number, not unusually, was an attempt to synthesize what had gone before while still breaking new ground. Words aren't very good at conveying what goes on at these kinds of events. That was great, said Anne afterwards, so delicate, and every sound was so special and careful. I'm glad you liked it. I said, I loved it, she said. I mean, I'm sure I didn't really understand what it was all about, but there was such a lovely atmosphere in there, very concentrated. You could really think she was saying all the right things. However, with my paranoia still in place, I found it hard to believe her. A few people came up to talk to me. They weren't exactly effusive, they rarely are, but I knew I hadn't disgraced myself. The other musicians needed a lot longer to back up on me, so we shook hands in a slightly embarrassed way. I knew them so well, and I didn't know them at all. Outside, I offered to walk Anne back to the station. You don't want to go for a drink? She asked. Not really, I said. I just want to go home and sleep. I was lying. Improvising energizes me to the point of insomnia. I could have stayed up all night. I understand, she said. It must be quite exhausting. By the ticket barriers, I kissed her goodbye. She didn't make anything of it. Shaking hands would have been silly. And it was clear I was going to see her again, sooner than she knew. And she wasn't going to see me, not unless I made a serious mistake.